Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio. Today we have Shaggy back in the building, and it's Blood Angels versus Ultramarines. Now, we've got a lot of cool stuff going on in this battle report. Obviously, the Blood Angels are back. We had this matchup on SN Plus already. I won't spoil it what happens there, but it's on there if you want to go and check it out. Now, we are playing one of the new previewed missions that we will be seeing, what we think we'll be seeing in Chapter Approved. So we're going to go with the, what is it called?
Recover the Relics.
Recover the Relics mission. So a lot of changes. Obviously, primary now is basically 4 for capturing 1, 8 for capturing 2, and 12 for capturing more than your opponent.
Yep.
And there's also an extra 3 bonus points for every specific mission. We've only seen 2. For this specific mission, for example, you get an extra point for killing a unit every turn to a maximum of 3 units per turn. So that is where you actually get the 15 points in total. So we're very excited about playing this new mission. We are playing as well on this really epic ruined city, 40k ruined city. I love these ruins. They're made of resin. They're really, really good quality ruins. So I love to see them on battlefield. So today we have that. And lastly, we also have the newly revamped Pardo Blood Angel list. So it's not to its 100% level.
So it's not peak. It's not
peak
performance
yet,
not yet,
but it's nearly there. So thankfully, my painter Barry Watkins, this is his Instagram. Make sure you check it out because his sculpting is
awesome,
godlike. Awesome. So go and check his outline. And basically, he's painted some of the units to upgrade my list, but we're still waiting on a couple of extra models, not units, to finish it off. Yes. So with that said, obviously, Shaggy is the new boy for today, coming to the studio as a guest. So we're going to go into his list first, and then we'll check out the Blood Angels. So Shaggy, take us through your list.
Okay, Gilliman, we're done.
So
we
brought Gilliman again.
I did bring Gilliman. I know. I did say that I wouldn't run him for a long time, but he calls to me.
He calls.
Yes. I mean, the Ultramarines and my list specifically are in a very weird state.
Yeah.
So I said if I'm going to lose, I might as well lose with the Gilliman.
Yes. You did say it.
Yes. So yeah, let's start off. Gilliman, Warlord, get the extra 3 CP.
Okay.
Love him. Tigurius, also default Battalion.
Yes.
By the way.
Battalion.
Tigurius, also bring him in. He's got Null Zone, Might of Heroes, and Psychic Fortress. Classic 3. He's got his -1 ability. He's got the reroll. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing pure Ultramarine, you bring him.
Yeah.
End of.
Definitely.
I'm bringing a Chaplain on the bike again.
Okay.
I don't know why. He's cool. So we're bringing him. Wise Orator, so he's got the 2-up. He brings the litanies.
He can do 2 litanies, right?
Do 2 litanies on 2s. He's got the Something of Faith.
Okay.
It's basically the one which is 5-up. It's an aura. 5-up, feel no pain, basically against mortal wounds.
He knew they were coming.
Well, let's be honest. Most Marine players bring them. I mean, like if I take it into a tournament, that's what's happening.
That's true.
So it's the only way that I see that I can defend Gilliman, and that's basically where Gilliman fails, that he can't defend himself.
Okay.
So yeah, we got them. We will.
You're missing a litany, right?
Oh, sorry. And the other litany is Exaltation of Rage. I take that one always because again, put it on Gilliman 2s.
Yeah,
and that way you can always use the sword.
He becomes a Blood Angel.
Yeah, and that way the sword is always your main thing.
Yeah.
We'll go into the troops.
Okay.
Infiltrator unit with the Helix Adept. All my lists are built with Rod in mind. Okay. So you've got the Infiltrator and the heavy support suppressors to grab me rods. If I don't get rods, it's a bad day.
Yes.
It's a very bad day. The other 2, which I absolutely love, the Assault Intercessors, they're so good. They're so much better than normal Intercessors. I mean, they give you 5 points back anyway.
Yeah.
But most of the time, as I use them anyway, I use them defensively. What's going to happen when you're running defensively? You're going to come up against someone who's close combat. At least these guys can swing back.
Yeah, sure.
So that's them. Elites, we've got the Apothecary, Voxer Spiritum, Selfless Healer, and Chief Apothecary. So he's got all the goodies to make sure we maximize bringing people back.
Okay.
Victrix,
yep.
Bodyguard rule, it's broken. I love it. It's the only way to protect. It's broken.
I hope we see it in play today. Because what is they're not broken. When they're broken is when they basically hide away from you being able to target them, and you can't target the characters. Hopefully we'll see them play. Maybe we don't, but that's what breaks it.
Yeah.
The rest is okay.
Yeah, it should be, if anything, if they are.
If you can't see them, if you can't see them, you can target the characters.
Exactly, something like that. Yeah, and especially in combat.
Yes.
I mean, like, wow. Okay. Anyway, aggressors, 5-man aggressor squad. Love me some aggressors. Give me more. Love it. Vanguard. Vanguard vets.
No. Those are not Vanguard vets.
No, I want Vanguard vets.
Yes.
Blade Guard vets. There we go. Blade Guard vets. I'm a 4-man unit.
Okay.
This is actually my lieutenant.
Okay.
That he's snuck back into his unit.
Yeah.
And they are going to be hopefully doing some damage.
Okay. Volkite pistol.
He's got the Volkite
sergeant,
pistol.
right?
Yeah. I mean.
Okay. So he's not a lieutenant for today. He's basically
he's just
part of the squad. Okay. Yeah, he can. He's the same. He's actually the same. My sergeants are actually the lieutenant body.
Well, there you go.
But they've changed them.
There you go.
Just to make, because their halo is bigger.
Oh, that's what it. Oh, yeah. You're right. Look at that. Yeah, there's an extra point there and everything. Wow, who knew? Okay, so that's them. You've seen the suppressors. Got some eradicators. 4-man units. Eradicators.
Yeah.
There you go.
All the way.
Yeah. So, and lastly, the Relic Contemptor. 4 las cannons. I do like running them with 4 las cannons.
Yeah.
Might have to drop it with the Volkites. I don't like Volkites. Yeah. They ruin the game.
You don't like them.
I don't like them.
Yeah, so we run something like that.
Yeah, I need to run them.
Anyway.
So anyway, that's my list.
That's Shaggy's list. 2,000 points from the nose.
2,000 points from the nose.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
So let's see how it does. Because, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so Blood Angels for today. I'm really hyped up to play the new list because it was needed. I tried to go full combat, and I was doing quite well. Like I was winning a couple of games of tournaments, going into the last game, but obviously flailing. On a couple of occasions it happened. I won my first 2 games, went into the final in the RTTs, and then missed out on just by that. But I've been doing quite well. I can't complain. But now with the inclusion of much needed shooting, I think we're in a nice place.
I think we're in a better state.
So we've got a patrol and a vanguard, and I just want to point out that something's really funny. I start with 2 command points just because I'm paying for a vanguard, I'm paying for relic contemptors, I'm paying for 3 extra warlord traits, 3 extra relics. So yeah, it starts to add up, and I'm starting with 2.
To be fair, armies that don't have that many stratagems, which Blood Angels don't have that many.
I have a couple, but I've been play testing, and I'm okay. I'm going to try and get some back, but the problem is I don't want to lose one of these HQs because I could fit them all into a vanguard, but I can't fit 3 HQs in a vanguard. So that's basically what's stopping me. But my 3 HQs are working really well with the list, so it's a bit of a problem at the moment. So anyway, straight on to back onto the list, 2,000 points as well. We've got the 3 HQs. So I'm going to start with my Warlord for today, and that's Chapter Master Inferius, the man in gold here in the center. We've got a couple of upgrades on him. So he has a jump pack, he has a thunder hammer, and he's got a melter pistol, Inferno pistol for those Blood Angel players. Now, he's got 2 Warlord traits. And this is where I have to check my mobile because I've changed his loadout out
so many times.
Yeah. So he has Artisan of War, Gift of Foresight, and his relic is the Armour Indomitus. So I'm going to explain what these things do. So Armour Indomitus gives him a 2-up save, gives him 6 wounds, and once per battle, before doing my saving throws, I can grant him a 3-up invulnerable save.
And the best thing is that you get to see how many times you've been wounded to say, hey, I'm going to use a 3.
Yes, exactly. It's really good. It's really good. Then I go on to Gift of Foresight, which basically every turn I reroll a hit, a wound, and a save. It's amazing, and it gives him a lot of resiliency because he can survive much more. And then lastly, I've gone for Artisan of War, which is basically you can choose one of the relics, extra relics, or special issue ammunition. And I've gone for Adamantine Mantle, which is basically a 5-up feed, no pain. So he's really buffed up. Apart from that, he's a chapter master, so he gets a unit and full rerolls. So that's him. Moving on to his side buddy, we've got a sanguinary priest. Again, upgraded to have a jetpack. Relic for him is basically the Teeth of Terror, which is basically auto include, and I've upgraded him to be a Chief Apothecary, and obviously paid the CP for Selfless Healer Warlord trait. And now for the new edition, newly painted, we've got a Phobos Captain. Now he's bringing the Quake Bolts as his relic or his special issue Megilia. So basically he hits a target, and basically that target, anything that gets into combat with, they get +1 to hit. Really, and now he's got the range to do that, which is really good. Apart from that, I've given him Storm of Fire, because he'll be babysitting the 2 Contemptors, and it's always good to not only have them at -1 in turn 1, but only have some cheeky 6s on the
always
turns.
Yeah,
and then the Phobos armor, some people are asking why. He's very good because if these Contemptors die and suddenly out in the open, I can play Guerrilla Tactics, put him into reserve, and then bring him in for either for either rod, or not, so he can't do rod, for either engage all fronts or go into a cheeky place and hide away.
It's very good, especially as well. If you get caught out, if you're in ruins.
And there's one more thing, Shaggy.
Oh, there's another thing.
If you're playing something combat orientated, which is going to deep strike and charge you in, remember he still has the 12-inch bubble, so he still has to get. So if you deploy them correctly, the Contemptors will have a 12-inch bubble as well, so it'll be a bit tricky for them to charge in. Anyway,
very good.
Moving on to the 2 choices, I'm going to mix the 2 everything together for the 2 detachments. 2 units of heavy intercessors with the normal bolt rifles, and upgraded on each unit I've got a heavy bolter. Now a lot of people, again, I just want to give a bit of information about the list. A lot of people have been saying, oh, why the heavy intercessors? They're a bit of a point sink because you're paying extra 50 points more than an Intercessor Squad. Yes, but they are toughness 5. They are 3 wounds, so you have to go through 15 wounds at toughness 5, 3 up armor, and there's also a cheeky stratagem. Apart from transhuman, there is also unyielding in the face of the foe. So if you're shooting with a damage 1, they get a +1 to armor. So they're doing really well for me, and they are my objective grabbing unit, so they're much more resilient. Moving on to elite slots, we've got lots of elite slots. 2 units of 4 Blade Guard veterans, more than Shaggy, double the amount of Shaggy has.
Yes.
In the middle here, we've got 2 units of 5 Vanguard veterans, upgraded to have jump packs. Now they're slightly different. 4 in each of the units have power fists and storm shields, and then the sergeants are rocking a different equipment. So one of them has a pistol and a thunder hammer, and the other one has a relic blade and a storm shield. So a bit of difference there. Lastly, in the lead slots, we have a unit of 5 Death Company. So they're back in the list. I'm going to try, after talking to a couple of other Blood Angel players, try and not be as crazy as I am with them, and try and be a bit more defensive and go in for the attack when I really need them. So 2 hammers in them and 3 chainsword bolt pistol. And then we go on to no, these are also, I always confuse, I always go for heavy support, and then this is why I've got a Vanguard and a Patrol. So 2 more elites. We've got the Relic Contemptors, beautifully painted, again newly in the list, and the Blood Angel model is really nice. Cool. So going for the cheese, dual Volkites on both, and paying the extra 25 points for the missile on the top. And then lastly, in the heavy supports, we've got a unit of heavy Eradicators, and I've paid extra points to upgrade one to a multi-melter, just because I want those 4 shots when they target the same unit. And again, a lot of people saying, why are you going for the heavy? They've been working well for me. The extra 2 damage or 4 damage in half range is doing well for me. So yeah, that is my list. Now, before we go into secondaries, as you can see, we're both sporting some nice jerseys. This is basically the official jerseys for Team Gibraltar 40k, especially for the WTC 40k team championships. So actually, Shaggy and myself are part of the team. At the moment, the team is 4. Shaggy is the captain for Team Gibraltar. Obviously, after the Winter League, we'll have another 2, and then we'll be sorting the final placings. But this is our first year in 40k. I know there've been a lot of people messaging us to get a team in, but this is the first year we're doing it, and we're really excited. So we're sporting obviously we're not going full competitive for this game as we should do with these jerseys, but yeah, we just thought, look, let's wear them for today. Definitely. And obviously there is a Facebook page. I'll try and put the link in the description where you get posts about what we're doing. We're going to an event in a couple of weeks' time. representing Team Gibraltar as well. So yeah, if you're on Facebook and want to go and like the page, feel free. So now on to secondaries. Secondaries. Shaggy, what are you taking?
I'm taking obviously Rod.
Yep. Retrieve of terrorist data.
Yep. It usually works for me, so I love it.
Yeah.
Oaths of Moment. Because
auto include.
Because
and your list works really well with it.
Yeah, and I think with a 4-blade guard as well, sitting in the middle will help out a lot. And we're going to engage on all fronts because, to be honest, I couldn't really think of anything else.
Yeah, and you've got some things in Deep Strike probably with coming down.
So hopefully I've got some movement that way, and if not, when I do spread out a little bit, it should get me.
You've also got Phobos Armour as well, which again, guerrilla tactics out, come in.
It works.
Perfect. Okay, so I like your secondaries. So for my secondaries, I've gone for Oath of Moment, obviously.
No way.
I've gone for which one have I gone for? I've gone for Assassination. Because you've got 4 characters, one of them being your Warlord. And lastly, I've gone for Stranglehold, which works really well with Blood Angels, especially if you go first.
Yes.
So yeah, that is it. That's the secondaries. You've seen the lists, they've also seen the battlefields, so I think it's time for war.
Did you hear about the Starties landing? It's talk of the hive. All the gang's gone into hiding, thinking they'd get some Imperial justice town on their heads. Throne, could you imagine? An Arbiter long in the tooth is one thing, but a Space Marine could turn the Underhive inside out. That'd be the day. I've heard they're training in a bombed out heretical zone. Ultramarines and Blood Angels going toe to toe. That'd be a sight to see. You gonna watch? Watch? You've been on the spook again, ain't you? That stuff will melt your brain. Get back to work.
And here we go! Both armies now fully deployed and ready for war. Shaggy in the building. New mission, everybody. Exciting times. So, new mission because we are previewing one of the missions that Games Workshop themselves previewed. What's the mission called?
It's Recover the Relics.
Yep, and it's part of the missions that were played at the finals in the USA, right?
Yeah, the US finale.
Yeah. So they previewed those. They played these missions over there. So yeah, they were previewed, and we've selected one of them. I think this one's the cooler one of both of them. A bit of changes. We have already explained it in the intro. So if you've been here from the beginning, you know what we're on about. If you haven't and skipped the intro, naughty. Yes. So Shaggy won the first roll off.
I did.
So I think it's better if actually we go with your deployment first. He chose this side.
I did.
Terrain-wise, I think it's more or less a mirrored image. We've tried to make that as much as possible. So yeah, take us through what's actually happening on this side.
Okay, so as you can see, it's a blob.
Yes.
It's a blue blob. It's a rolling castle. Of course, Gilman is here, so why wouldn't you tank up around him? So we've got the Chief Apothecary there in the center, and he's being surrounded by 4 Blade Guard in the back, because I want to protect them, because they need to hit back at you quite hard.
Yeah.
The 5 Aggressors in the front.
Okay.
4 Eradicators back here. 2 Victrix, my Chaplain, Tiggy.
Yeah,
can't
all
leave
the
one without
characters,
him.
making good use of the bodyguard rule anyway, that they can't be targeted if the Victrix are basically there in front of them.
I know.
So Assault Marines on this side,
Assault Marines
Eradicators at the back,
Assault
and
Marines
then
over
Assault
here.
Marines there.
Contemptor over here.
Yeah.
All hidden away, all nice and packed away, that you shouldn't be able to see anything shooty-wise. But we shall see how you move.
Yes.
And
you
lastly,
also have some
infiltrators
infiltrating here in the middle of the battlefield, and you are on this objective because, as we mentioned in the beginning, you do get your command points if you control any of nomads, and you get extra if you control your opponents, which is
very
interesting.
important.
A little extra tweak there in those missions. And then in reserve, we do have some suppressing.
So let's see what they can do today. It'll be quite hard.
Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at the Blood Angels for today. Let's obviously work our way from closest to furthest away. We've got the 2 units of Vanguard Veterans. I actually didn't have any more space to fit them behind this ruin, so I decided to put the 2 units on one of the flanks to rush up the field. In the middle here, little castle going, we've got the 2 Contemptors with the newly painted captain just behind. We've got the Eradicators, we've got the Death Company, the other 2 characters, Chapter Master and Ferris himself, and obviously the Chief Apothecary, Sanguinary Priest. 2 units of Blade Guard here in the middle as well, and then we've got the 2 units of Intercessors, one placed already on that objective, and the other ready to move up onto the other, making good use of these pipelines here. And that's it, everything's on the table for me. True Blood Angel Pardo fashion. I don't want to get anything in reserve and then forget about them and not coming in.
Or get it off spec scan.
Yeah, exactly. Terrain wise, obviously, we are using the base as the piece of terrain. It's much easier to follow. Everything's ruined. We've got some crates here, just ignoring line of sight, and then we've got these barricades, I guess. So pipelines that are being used as barricades. So light cover if you're with it. Within an inch, and obviously firing from the opposing side. Perfect. So let's go on to the all-important roll-off. Shaggy, you are the guest again. Awesome. So let's start with your roll-off first.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. That is a 5. Okay, so I've got my rainbow dice out just for this. I think it's important to see what happens here. So let's see what they roll. It is a 5.
Nice.
Okay, so a reroll. By the way, this is just pointing out, this token here is just pointing out the middle because we both have both the moments and it's just easier to track. Okay, so
we'll be fighting in the center.
Shaggy again is a 4. Okay, so here we go. It is a 3. Okay, so Ultramarines going first. Will you probably redeploy?
I don't really know. I don't think I will. It all depends what I can get into contact with these guys.
Fair enough. Okay, so I probably will use Fallen Fury to hide these Death Company a bit further in. And yeah, we'll catch you back after Ultramarines movement coming up next. And we're back. Movement phase over for the Astra Militarum. Astra Militarum. Wow, that's nice, because you were supposed to play the Astra Militarum. We were. So yeah. Ultramarines movement over, obviously. As you can see, let's start on this side. Guerrilla tactics being spent on this infiltrator unit to be moved off the table and into reserves. We've got this Assault Marine Squad advancing up the field onto this objective here. These intercessors on that side have stayed put because they will be doing retrieval terrorist data for that table quarter. We've got the 2 Victrix, the 2 bodyguards, one of them on the objective. That's the only one that's on that objective right now. The Blade Guard moving up towards the center of the battlefield there.
The Blade Guard.
The Blade Guard, yeah. What did I say?
You said the Vanguard.
Vanguard, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
And then here in the middle, the castle basically moving up. We've got all the characters moving up the field. We've got the aggressors advancing up. Did they advance up? No, the Eradicators didn't advance, right? They've just moved up, but you used 2 CP to redeploy and then move up. Same for the Dreadnoughts, I believe.
Yep.
And he's moved up now onto that piece of terrain there, making good use of that. And that is it. That is the movement. We've left the litanies for you guys to actually see what happens. So we're going to roll that now. What are you going to start off with?
We'll do the, I think it's Faith, something of Faith.
Okay.
Basically the 5-up feel no pain for mortal wounds. It goes off.
Okay.
Because it's the wise orator
Yeah.
thing.
You do it on 2 ups.
And we're going to put the Exaltation of Rage, there we go,
Okay.
on the unit of aggressors.
What does that do?
+1 to wound in combat.
+1 to wound in combat. Okay, 5. Perfect. So you're a Blood Angel now, basically.
Yeah, Blood Angel.
Okay, so that is the movement phase. Let's do some psychic powers now.
Indeed. So we're going to do Psychic Fortress, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fail.
4. You need a 6, right?
Yeah.
Even with a +1, that's
Even
a fail.
+1.
And that is a 5.
+1.
+1 is
Goes
a
off.
6. Goes off. Okay.
And then we're going to do Might of Heroes on the Dreadnought.
On the Dreadnought.
Why
Perfect.
not? Make it toughness 8.
And that is definitely a pass.
That goes off.
With a 5 and 6, taking up to a 12. Perfect.
Okay.
So that is the end of the movement phase. We've done the psychic powers. Let's go on to shooting coming up next. Okay, we're back, and already on 0 CP by myself, because obviously I did use Fall on Fury just to hide, slightly hide these Death Company further up. Now I've used 1 CP because you're about to target the unit of Blade Guard with your Eradicators. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so we're going to shoot into them. So they are beside the Seal of Oath, and I have Seal of Oath that unit because I don't like them.
Perfect.
So hitting
only
on
2 can see, by the way.
Only 2 can see,
because obviously of the ruins.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky, the firing line on this side. So hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Rerolling. It's all hit.
Mm-hmm.
Wounding on 4s because you transhuman, you cheeky boy. And 3 get rerolled because thankfully the seal.
Okay, so
That's
3 go
3.
through.
Yep. So 3 4-ups.
4-ups. No, that's a great start.
Those on 4-ups.
That's a great start.
It's
okay,
it's
so
okay.
first one, yep.
Yep. Come on.
Yep. Is
2.
2 damage.
Yep. Don't transfer those.
So 6 ups. That's
so
1 pass. So
just,
1 wound.
Yep, 1 wound.
4 damage.
Let's say 1 dies. Okay,
Yep, 1 dice.
And the last one.
There's 2 again.
My CP reroll that one, yeah.
Okay. Into a 1.
And then see if I get it back. At least I got it back.
Okay, perfect. So, no, 1 is 1 wound down.
Yes.
So 1 dead, 1 wound down. Now we've got the Contemptor, which is on the base of the ruins, who can fire and is firing into them as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. So 3 is rerolling. At least.
Okay. All hit.
And then
4 is
no,
rerolling.
2's part of the 2's.
2's.
No, not really. I'm lying. It is the 4's. It is the 4's.
Okay,
so 3
go through. Okay.
Yeah. -4. You don't get an involved. No.
4 ups.
Okay,
only 1. So 2 go through.
Alright, so first one is 3.
3.
Yeah.
And this one's down to 2 wounds.
So
no, he dies.
And the second one. Why? Why?
And he stays.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So
it's
2 dead, 1's down to 1 wound,
Yes,
and
sir.
I think that finishes off your shooting
It
phase,
really
right?
does, yes, because someone decided to hide.
Yes.
Who knew?
I know how to hide very well.
He does.
Perfect. So is that the end of your turn?
It is the end of my turn.
Okay.
So count some points.
Any points?
Let's see. I started Rod. Don't get engaged because I'm quite on that side. And I didn't kill them because ARG.
Yeah.
I am getting the center.
Okay.
So at least I'll get 2 points there. 1 point if you don't.
Okay. Are you with the Holy Within?
Should hopefully be.
Okay, we'll check.
Measure that.
We'll check. Yeah. Perfect. And we're back. Movement over now for the Blood Angels. A lot of movement.
So a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah. Have you noticed that we are both team Blood Angels because we're both wearing red? Naked Shaggy. Okay, so command phase, Assault Doctrine placed on them, plus the full rerolls from Chapter Master and Farius. What else is happening? Everything's moving up. So movement-wise, everything has shuffled up to get line of sight onto that big blob. Even the guys on the objective have moved off because I now have 3 units on this objective. These guys moved up, didn't advance. Could have advanced anyway, but just didn't. And then the 2 units have moved up to, now. I've got a 6-inch charge and a 9-inch charge there. With the +1 would be 5 and 8. And then these guys have just jumped up and trying to take out this unit of 4 Blade Guards who are still within range. This is one of the questions I asked Shaggy. In range of the Inferno plane because obviously you have Fox's Spirit, which is 6 inches and not 3. Chapter Master and Farius jumping up. Bit a bit crazy from me, maybe, but I think now's my chance to do it.
I mean,
so yeah.
I would agree. Like, why not?
Why not now, right?
Yeah, because realistically,
Yeah.
what else are you going to leave?
I just like to play bad angels like that. Like, as soon as I have the opportunity to get into combat, let's go straight in.
I mean,
yeah. And then on this side, we've got the unit of heavy intercessors moving out over, but obviously not all of them couldn't move because obviously it's impassable or unplaceable. I think
unstable position.
Unstable position there. And then we've got the Sanguinary Priest moving up towards those Blade Guard, bringing one back, as Shaggy says, and obviously healing the other as well. So yeah, that is my movement phase. No psychic phase.
No, sir.
No psychic phase. We go on to shooting coming up next. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the shooting phase with actually the Death Company, firing 3 pistols and a crack grenade into the Blade Guard. So I'm going to start with the pistols, hitting on 3s, all hits, and wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
Cheeky wound. 1 cheeky
That's
save.
a save. And then crack grenade. That's a hit. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. No wounds. -2 because we're in the heavy doctrine.
Saves.
And saves because you have a zero
yeah.
plus, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. But so
okay.
Saved.
Perfect. Okay, we move on to Chapter Master Inferius. We've got the Melter Pistol.
Melter Pistol.
That's a hit.
That's a miss.
Because they have -1, right?
-1 from Tigers.
Perfect. Okay, let's move on to. Let's move on to. Let's move on backline firing. So we're going to start with the heavy intercessor from this side, all going into the Blade Guard here in the mid.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the normal bolt shots first. That's all hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -1.
3 at -1, so still 2 up.
All passed?
Yeah,
okay.
looks like it.
And then heavy bolter. It did move, so I'm putting on 4s here. 1 hit. And again, 3s to wound. 1 wound, -2.
I think that's a save.
That's
an invul save.
Yeah, it's an invul save. Anyway, okay, rinse and repeat from the back line now into the aggressors there. Okay. So, 4 shots again.
4s rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because I am in range of my captain. All hits. And wounding on 4s because I am strength 5 with these. So, here we go.
3 -1, yeah?
Yep.
So 4s. So 1 goes through, damage 1, yeah?
Damage 1, yes.
So 6 up.
No, it's a 1. Cool. Okay, and heavy bolter next. 2 hits. Whoops, and disable.
He's lost it.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, -2. So 5 ups. So 1 save, 1 goes
damage,
through, 2 damage. And yeah,
no, that is 1 dead. Okay, let's have a little cheeky think, and we'll carry on shooting in a second. Okay, we're quickly back. Captain firing his mastercrafted bolt carbine into the aggressors as well. Hitting on 3s, that's a hit. So the Quake bolts are finally hit, so I will get +1 to hit in combat, which cancels out, right?
Sorry, which one did you fire? What did you fire? The Quake bolts?
Yeah, Quake bolts, yeah. But, okay. The damage follows on, but I just need a hit for the Quake bolts to go in.
All right. Okay.
And then doesn't wound because it is strength 4.
Yes.
Okay, we move on to the... let's move on to the first of... No, let's move on to the Eradicators.
Yes.
We're going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to fire into your Eradicators. Okay, so here we go. 4 shots from the normal guys. I have moved. You want a transhuman?
Yeah.
You want to?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. So transhuman on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so hitting on 4s. 1 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's a wound.
Yeah, that's a wound.
-5.
Yeah, my invul.
Well, fails.
Yep.
On a 4-up.
Yes, sir.
So damage 2 plus whatever. It's basically you do have your feel no pains. That's why I needed to roll.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's no point. Let's be honest.
Perfect. So that's 1 dead.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got 4 melter shots. 3 hits. And 4 to wound. 2 wounds. That's minus gazillion again. So you do have your invaluable saves.
So both go through?
Both go through. So first one is a 3. No, doesn't get the +2 because melters don't get it.
3.
So just 3 6-ups.
Yeah.
No.
Dead.
And the other one. Did 3 go through or 2 go through?
I think 2 went through.
Okay. So that's just 1.
Yep.
And goes through. Okay, so 2 dead and 1's down to 2 wounds remaining. Perfect. Okay, on to the Contemptors next. So here we go. We're going to fire into the Eradicators as well, trying to remove those from play. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So reroll those 1s. And remove these 2s.
Very nice.
And strength is 6.
Yeah,
so I'm wounding on 4s because of transhuman.
Okay. 2 cheeky mortal wounds.
3 cheeky mortal wounds. These are done at the end anyway, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds at -1.
2, 4, 6, 8, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll start with the guy in cover, because why not?
Well, isn't one injured?
The one is injured, yes,
and
correct.
Is the one in cover?
No, he's not.
He's not.
So we'll actually carry on. So first one, -1, so 4s.
Yeah.
So 2 damage.
Yeah.
So he's dead. And then the rest. 7 more, right? Yeah, sorry.
So 1 more.
Anyway, I think he's dead.
See,
I think he's dead.
2 damage each.
Yeah.
And then the mortal wound on top of that, basically, he's dead. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So the missiles, I'm going to say the truth, the missiles would have gone straight into that. Well,
I'm going to do a stratagem that I have never done.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
I'm excited because your face looks excited.
I'm so excited because I actually remembered and it's a worthwhile unit.
Okay.
I'm going to do Avenge the Fallen.
Okay. What does that do?
Basically, for the rest of the game, anyone firing into him gets reroll 1s.
Perfect. Okay. How many CP is that?
1 CP.
Awesome. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And I can do it on multiple people.
Okay.
I can do the same. Like this actually wins tournaments.
Yeah, it's good. Who knew?
Okay, sorry. Carrying on.
So
yes.
so the missiles were also going to go. I think we said it, not say it on camera, but we said it off camera. I'm a fair player. So we're going to rinse and repeat onto the aggressors next. So here we go. Hopefully I can get one more dice. Again, re-rolling 1s. Yep. And take off the 1s and 2s.
And 3s.
And 3s, yep. And 3s. Cool. And then
3s still.
3s to wound, yeah.
Ooh, nice mortal wounds.
Okay, mortal wounds again coming into play. So 4 mortal wounds in addition to all that.
Very good. Okay, so -1.
So what's that? 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds in total.
Yep, 9 wounds in total. So let me get the wounds 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Let me get one more. Well, I'll start rolling. So there's a guy in cover, so I'm going to start by him.
Perfect.
So
-1.
We'll do it by 2s.
So 3 ups.
Yeah. So
1 goes through. Damage 2.
2. So no, he's down to 1.
Okay.
So 2,
so
4,
we've got
6,
7 left.
7 left. Yeah. So 1 by 1. So takes 2 damage.
One's dead.
One's dead. Yep.
And
so 6 left.
6 left.
And the rest aren't in cover, so I can take these
all
off
the more together.
Yeah. So that is not very good.
That's not Shaggy. What's wrong with you?
What's that?
Go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gilliman's angry for not using him for so long. So that is 6 ups on those.
Okay.
So that is 1, 2, and 1 on 2 wounds.
And 2 wounds, yeah. And you've got 4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds. So 4, 5 ups.
Yeah.
No. So they're all dead.
So all did I just kill the whole aggressors?
You killed all the aggressors.
Really? Are you sure?
100%. 100%.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah. So
now, look at Chapter Master and Farius, just like, okay, where do I charge now?
Yeah, that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened.
This is the power of the
Contemptors.
You know what? By the way,
Hi.
You know something?
What's that?
I've got spare Volkites if you want.
I've got some
painted up.
Yeah. Oh, painted. Oh,
for the tournament.
Ooh. Maybe.
Okay, we're back. That was very brutal.
That was fun.
We actually spoke off camera about, what is it called?
Unyielding in the face of the foe.
I did mention that you could have used that, but it's not. It's just for damage 1.
Exactly.
That's where the damage 2 on the Volkites become even better. Okay, so we're going to go into charges. That's all my shooting. I can't complain, basically.
I don't think so.
No, I won't complain. So we're going to go with it. Start off with the long charge into these guys, needing a 9. Missed, and these guys need a 6. They're in with a 10. We've got the Death Company charging into the middle Blade Guard. They basically just rolling just to make sure I can move a bit up. Now, I'm actually going to go with...
are you going to risk it, or are you going to be sensible?
I'm actually going to be... It's a 5, right?
It's a 5
to get into the Blade Guard, 6 to get into the...
6 to get into the
Contemptor,
and 8 to get into the characters.
To tell you the truth, I think I have enough to deal with the Blade Guards.
You're gonna risk it, aren't you?
So I think I'm gonna risk it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for a 6 into the contemptor.
Okay, at least it's a 6,
into the contemptor.
Yeah,
that's a 10. Okay, so he's in. They're in. No more charges. Nothing in range of charges. Obviously, just this unit going into them. And yeah, that's it. Let's move everybody in and on to fight phase. Starting off combat on this side, we've got the unit of Vanguard facing the Intercessors, Assault Intercessors. Here we go. Obviously, Power Fists, ahoy. You just...
sorry, I
are you thinking about Transhuman?
Yeah,
you want them?
I will.
Okay, so 1 CP, you're down to?
7.
Down to 7. Perfect. Okay, so hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s then. So hitting on 4s. That's a very good roll from me. Shaggy, I think you've passed on the magic.
Yeah.
The magic.
Just kill him and upset with me.
Wow! 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wounds. The sons of the sons of Sanguinus are very angry. What have you done to them? What have you done to them?
It's all the times that I've beaten them. That's
okay,
why.
So 3, 6, 9.
3, 6. What's the minus on this?
-3. So 6.
And damage 2,
Damage 2, yeah.
Oh, alright, sorry. 9.
Yeah, I'm shocked because these are the guys that always go to it. Yeah, they're dead. And I haven't still hit with the Thunderhammer.
Oh, sorry, apologies. Would you like to?
No. He's probably swinging away at nothing, right? Yeah, that was crazy.
That was lovely.
So the shooting phase was crazy. This is even worse.
I mean,
Shaggy's dropping dice. That's a big sign. Okay, so we're gonna do.
No, we're not. Get away. We're gonna spend 2 CP and we're gonna interrupt.
Okay, cool. Oh, that is very true.
Oh, did you forget that?
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend an extra one for.
What have I done?
Hit rolls to be.
Also so, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, naughty boy. Sorry, how many attacks do they have?
Blade Guard have 3 attacks each.
Okay, so 3,
4 for being charged. Yes, a big mistake from me there. Should have gone with the Death Company first.
I didn't let him know. I was being sneaky. I mean, let's be honest. I wasn't going to tell you after that shooting. Let's be honest. And 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Okay. So hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s. 6 is auto wound.
Okay. 6 is auto wounds because of?
Because of the Stratagem Gene Rock Might.
Okay, are you using Gene Rock Might?
I am indeed. And geez, no 6s. They're really angry at me. That's what it is.
Okay,
I've tried to use
2 wounds. Yeah, you've got this. It's the damage 2 anyway, so
hopefully. And then 3s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm just gonna roll this.
6,
I'm just gonna roll
7,
this.
8, 9, 10.
I'm just gonna roll this. So yeah, they're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to Chapter Master Nefarious. Well,
you're not gonna kill that.
6.
Come on, Dread. Come on.
Hitting on
3s.
3s. Yeah, not 3s because Thunderhammer.
Okay.
And I've got one reroll.
You do.
Which is a hit.
Yep.
And is a wound. So 3, 4 wounds. 5 ups.
5 up in balls. Hey, look, I made 2.
Plus 2. So go through damage 3 a pop, goes down to damage 2 a pop.
Yeah,
so
4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, massive mistake here.
Let me
oh
kick.
yes,
let me
can
kick.
attack
Let me
back.
kick.
Yeah, you can attack back.
Let me kick. So 5. Rerolling the 1s. And then wounding on 3s, I would assume. So 3.
3 wounds.
No minus because what?
Saved. Nope, saved.
Very good.
Perfect. Okay, so big mistake there again, but nothing I can do anymore. Yeah, that was finished turn. Let's count up some points.
Give me something.
Go on to the shooting phase. Okay, on to turn 2 for the Blood Angels. I still can't get over the Death Company. I got too excited.
You did.
I got too excited.
You got bloodlust.
Yeah.
You got bloodlust.
And you were a naughty boy.
I had to be. I'm sorry, but that guy, I'm sorry, you deserved it. You deserved it. After that, you deserved it.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, so movement-wise, obviously the characters have moved up now. He has been naughty. Even more naughty and using the most of the bodyguards rules because he's actually moved up the bodyguards up and hiding behind. So basically, all these characters can't be shot at in shooting. This is something that is cool to actually show of how people are actually using the bodyguard rule, which is not the correct. Not that I don't think it was intended. Yeah, but look, they've left it no FAQ or anything, so maybe it is intended. But they should just even if it is intended, about how it is. Yeah, it's a bit too much. They're good anyway. Yeah. What else has happened? Obviously, they've stayed put. We've got the Blade Guard that just killed the
Death Company.
The Death Company. Obviously, I did do some 6-up Feel No Pains after all those wounds, but there was too many. I did it off camera. There was too many wounds anyway. But once I remembered, I just rolled, and yeah, they died straight away. Apothecary advancing up the field now onto them. And then moving round, obviously the characters moving up. You have paid 1 CP for that Dreadnought to move back and re-engage for 1 CP. And you have used more CP, right?
No, that's it. I was going to use 1 CP to put these
the
guys
doctrine.
into Assault
but then you remembered that I have...
I've got shields.
They've got shields.
Perfect. Is there any point?
Okay, so here we go.
Litanies?
Yeah, obviously these guys have come in to Rod on for the 2nd time. And yeah, will you use a CP to shoot with them? Or 2 CP, right?
No, because I'm down to 4. I haven't been farming.
Too much,
it's
I know.
It's bad.
Okay,
Bad.
so here we go. We're going to start with the litanies first,
Yes.
which we like to show you guys. So here we
So
go.
we'll do the Feel No Pain litany.
Yep, on himself.
Well, it's an aura.
It's an aura.
Yeah,
okay,
it's an aura. So
nice.
that goes off. And then the +1, the Exaltation of Rage on Gilliman,
Okay.
goes off.
What does this do?
This is the +1
to wounds in combat.
Yeah. I'm a Blood Angel now.
Okay.
I'm sanguineous.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, so psychic phase now.
Yeah, psychic.
Okay.
We're going to do Might of Heroes
Yeah.
on Gilliman.
Okay.
That goes off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do Smite.
Smite.
Because I'm not going to null zone myself.
Yes.
I think that's a bit silly at this point. Reroll.
Okay, that was a fail.
Well, it would have gone off, but let's go for something bigger now.
Okay.
D3.
D3.
3.
Is the big 3? 5 up, Feel No Pain.
Yep.
+1, so
Not bad.
2 go through.
Not bad.
Down to 4 wounds on him. So we'll mark him up, and onto the shooting phase we go. Catch you back. Okay, here we go. Shooting phase. We're going to start with the Contemptor that fell back. Does he get a -1 to hit?
He doesn't because of the fallback and re-engage strategy.
That doesn't give it a -1. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, let's do this. So he's firing through the ruin. Obviously, he's on the terrain again, and he's throwing through the windows onto the Oathed. Was it Oathed? Oathed units. So he's rerolling 2 hits and 2 wounds.
So 3s. Rerolling.
Okay.
No. Oh my goodness. My
And
goodness. 3s.
3's 2 wounds. No, sorry, 2's 2 wounds.
Would be 2s. Yeah.
2's 2 wounds. Yeah.
So we're good.
So 4 ups. Oh, that was a 4 and then rolled off. So 3 go through.
So 1-1-1. Yeah.
Yes. 1-1-1. So first one is 2. That's 6 ups. 1 passes. So down to 2 wounds.
Another 3.
3. So 1 is on 2 wounds. Can you save him? No. So 1's dead.
Yeah.
And
the last one
is 3. Come on, 6s. No, so 2 deads. Just get those 2. It doesn't really matter.
Very good. Then we're
More
going to
shooting.
do the chaplain into your... What's his name? Alfarius?
Alfarius, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do 4 shots.
What do you mean, what's his name? Everybody knows him in the 40k.
He's not cool, let's be honest. He's not cool, let's be honest. Just be honest. So 3s, we're rolling 1s.
Okay.
And then 4s. So 2 at -2.
2 and -2. So I do have a 2 up, taking me to down to. Am I on the
You're
cover?
on cover.
So it was basically I've got a 3 up then. So 2 pass.
We're gonna do the Blade God into your unit over there.
As well for heavy bolts.
3 bolts and 1 Volkite.
And a Volkite. Oh, nice.
Oh, crack! Thank you, Pardo.
Oh, crack! Yeah, you put a crack, 2 bolts, and a Volkite. Right?
There you go. So 2 bolts. So 1 hits. Force to wound. 1 wound.
Okay.
-1.
Goes no.
Yeah.
-1, no.
-1+1. Cool. You're happy.
Storm shields.
Crack grenade. No.
And
then the
Volkite.
Volkite.
Is it 2 shots?
Yeah. So 1 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound.
No AP on this. So you
Passes here, and it's damage too.
It is damage.
Yeah, good.
They are
okay.
Volkites.
We do have Gilliman firing.
We do have Gilliman firing.
Obviously, is he going to go for him, or do you think it's better shooting at maybe the Eradicators or something like that?
I would go into the Eradicators because let's see if we can take some out.
Yeah.
Okay, so hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay.
Yep.
And then wounding on 3s.
3 to wound.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay,
4.
so 4 wounds. Any minus?
-2.
-2.
The tactical doctrine.
Okay, so 5 ups. 2 go through. Damage?
2. So
Damage 2.
4. So 1 dead.
So 1 dead, yeah.
2 each,
I'll put him off. No, he's the melter. So
Yeah, take the melter.
I'll put him. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Any more shooting? They're out of range, right?
They're
on the
out
other side?
of range.
Okay.
And they can't really see anyone except for him.
Yep.
But he's going to get charged in a second. So
okay. So shall we do charges?
Yeah, it's
Might
nice
as
and
well
quick.
do charges.
Blade Guard over there.
Yeah. Failing on a double 1. No, they're definitely in.
Gilliman.
Yep.
Impossible to fail.
But he can get a bit more movement.
And then the Chaplain.
Chaplain going in as well. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, so Chapter Master and Farius probably going to be removed off the table. Let's see how he does.
Some faith in him.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so let's move everybody in. I'll have Shaggy on this side, and we'll go straight into combat. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off on this side. No 2 CP to actually intervene on the other side, like Shaggy did before.
Naughty.
So here we go. You have spent a CP for Sons of Gilliman to reroll 1 to hit.
I haven't.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. Should I spend another one for
I don't think you need it.
Nah, I don't think so.
Don't think
especially how I've been rolling 6s.
So
3s rolling 1s.
Okay.
Of course, now a bunch of 6s.
Yep.
That's always the way. So get these 1s, reroll them.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
A lot of 6s in the house. When you reroll here, there's a lot of 6s.
That's what it is. They're on this side. That's what it is. And then we are wounding on 3s.
Okay.
So take these out. And Stephen, that is all yours.
Just going to roll these. So 4 ups basically. So
That,
1,
right,
2, 3. So 3 dead.
Yes.
Straight away. So 1. I like to leave the him because he looks mean.
He
2.
does. He looks
3.
That's what he does.
Okay. So next up we go on to the other side of this building.
Yep.
We can stay on this side for the rolling.
Yeah, true.
We're going to start with Gilliman.
I think so.
Okay.
So we got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks for the Might of Heroes.
Is this the mortal wound sword? You're going for the sword, right?
Sword. Yeah. No fisting here. So 2s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
No rerolls. And then 2s to wound.
Okay.
No rerolls. I think you're going to die.
Okay, so how many wounds is that?
9.
9. Let me just roll those if you don't mind. So 4, 9. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the 3 up invulnerable save.
Go for the 3 up invulnerable.
So 2 go through. What's the damage?
-4. Damage 3, so 6 damage.
Damage 3.
Yes.
So 6 damage. Okay, so I'm going to reroll 1 with my free reroll.
I did get 3 6s, which means that I've got 3d3 mortal wounds to do. Are you sure you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have a free reroll. I have a free reroll.
Yeah.
So 3 up is a pass.
So that's
1 goes through. 1 goes through.
3d3.
Okay.
So that is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. So
oh yes, true. You got to feel no pain.
Yep.
Sorry, apologies.
So 5 ups. No, he's dead now. We had to work through the whole thing.
We tried.
Perfect. Okay,
Brilliant.
so Ampharis is dead. No need to attack with the chaplain anymore. And then it's my turn to attack back here. Then.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get some dice.
Let me move side.
Okay, so Fist guy has 2 attack standard. 1 for the first one. So here we go. Hitting on 4s. 1 hits. 1 wounds.
Okay.
Oh,
1 saves.
It's a save. And then 4 attacks.
They are here.
From the Thunderhammer. No hits. Because I needed 4s to hit.
Oh.
-1.
And the 5 up for the CP that I spent, so you're
okay.
back.
Yep.
I don't.
Okay, perfect. So that finishes off the turn.
Yes.
I don't need to do a leadership because my leadership is 9 here.
Should.
So I'm fine. And Farius will remove off the table. No shooting from him. That concludes Shaggy's turn. And we have a confirmation.
That's going to conclude Shaggy's game soon
okay.
enough.
On to turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Coming up next. Okay, we're back. Movement over now. Everything moving to get line of sight. Obviously, the bodyguard rule in place. Behind that little door there, there's 2 guys. And that's stopping me from shoots. Yeah, it's magic. It's magic.
Hey,
so yeah, everything's basically shuffling up to get line of sight onto actually those intercessors. So the 2 dreadnoughts can actually get line of sight with their 45-inch range. And then the rest has moved up. I have brought 1 blade guard back with the sanguinary priest.
Yes.
These guys shuffled up as still being on the objective to get as many shots into these guys here, same as this unit. My captain has stayed on the objective. They've stayed put, haven't moved, because obviously your Contemptor is on the terrain, so I can see through the doors into him. I have fallen back with this unit just before he strikes me. So they're back, and then these Blade Guard have moved up and now hopefully going to charge that chaplain. I think it's a 7-inch from what I see, and I hardly fail with my eyesight. So that would be a 6-inch charge. We'll check later on. Okay, so straight on to shooting we go. We're going to start off with this unit here, firing into the back there. So one of them can't see, but because he has to stay on that objective.
You know what? I'm going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Smoke screen.
Smoke screen.
-1.
-1 to hits.
So let's see if I get it back.
Okay.
I do.
You do. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to do everything together, both units at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the heavy bolters first. Both of them already moved, so hitting on 4s.
You're rolling 1s because I know you're too far.
No, I'm too far away. No rerolls.
Okay.
And no wounds.
Okay then.
Yay.
All right.
I'm sorry, I did use a CP to give Wisdom of the Ancients to reroll 1s to one of them.
Right.
So the problem is, I don't know if I would have been there and there. So I'm going to leave it how it is, but they do reroll 1s for the CP I got this time.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay, so and then we've got all the shots, so 4 from one squad, 3 from the other, hitting on 4s and wounding 1 wound. No, sorry, toughness 4, right? So only 1 wound, -2.
No, didn't they all wound?
No, because your toughness.
I'm toughness 4, you're
Isn't it
strength 5.
Aren't they toughness 5?
No, the Inceptors are toughness 5.
Inceptors are toughness 5.
So they
Okay,
all wound.
so 2, 4, 6 wounds.
-1.
-1, yes, sir.
Let's go over here. 4s. Hey, look, they're dead.
Okay, so how many? Are they 2 wounds each? No, these are damage 1 each.
Oh, aren't these the heavy bolt?
No, these the heavy bolt is missed.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
1's on 2 wounds left. 1's on 2 wounds left.
If they're damage 1, 1 dead, 2 dead.
Yeah, one's left. I mean, one's
one's left. Okay,
gotcha. One's still alive.
Gotcha.
Okay, next up, I'm going to fire my captain into. Yeah, my captain's going to go into your dreadnoughts.
Dreadnought, go for it.
So Quake bolts again coming in place.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. That's a hit. Quake bolts go through. Strength 4. Needing 5s to wound with my gun. Doesn't wound. Next up, yeah, like Shaggy's pointing. Shaggy knows what I'm doing. Melters into your Contemptor, just because I can't go into the characters, remember that. So, here we go. Haven't moved, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s.
Yep.
So 2 hits, and 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. 2 wounds, Shaggy.
2 wounds, Shaggy. So 5 up in balls.
Yep. No. Damage D6.
How much?
It's damage double 1, Shaggy.
Oh, how nice of you.
Yeah, so just 2.
These were the multi-melter?
That was the multi-melter, yes.
So it's +2 as well, yeah? So
no, not +2. Multi-melters
multi-melters don't have the +2. Okay, so
just two damage.
Well, there you go. Then.
Yeah. How is he? What is he now on?
He's down to 3.
Down to 3. Okay, and then we've got the other 2 shots from the normal guy.
This is the +2 damage.
1 miss, and 1 fails to wound.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Next up, we've got 1 Volkite. So actually, I'm going to put one of the Volkites, the 2 Volkites into this unit. Yeah. And then the 2 missiles are going to go into him.
Perfect.
So 2 missiles into him, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because they are cool. Yeah. 1 miss again. Jeez. And strength 8. So 1 wound at -2.
1 wound at -2. Why -2?
Because the rockets are -2.
Oh, that's the rocket. Sorry, apologies. There we go. So damage.
D6 is just 1 again. So 3d6, 3d6,
3d6, 111.
3 damage.
Incredible,
okay.
Incredible.
So he's down to what?
He's down to 2.
Down to 2. Okay, what are we doing now?
You're doing your Volkites.
Okay, so you're counting them up for me?
I did.
Thank you very much. Oh, I think you need 1 more?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
So 3's rerolling 1.
3's rerolling 1s. Okay, remove the 1s and the 2s. Doink. And then wounding on 3s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. Which I couldn't do before.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s.
Already 1 dead.
Okay, so 1 miss. So the 6s, the 6s are -1. The rest don't have any minus.
Oh, because you have the there you go. So anyway, so we'll do the 2 6s.
2 6s
-1.
-1.
So
1 dead.
1 dead.
And that's the unit dead. 2 4. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other Volkite.
Everything into him?
1 Volkite into him.
Okay, right. 1 Volkite here.
What is he left on?
He's left to 2 wounds.
2 wounds. The problem is I have to put a Volkite into him.
Well, what else are you going to put it into?
Into the other. I have 1 guy there. That's going to be a pain. So
yeah, you got to put it. You have 1 Volkite here, 1 Volkite there.
1 Volkite there, 1 Volkite there, and I put the missiles into. He's down to 2, right?
He's down to 2.
I'll put the missiles into him as well.
Okay.
That way I do get out of movement if I don't kill the
Oh,
character.
you've got to kill that.
Yeah. Okay, so missiles first.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
Both
4
hit.
hits. Wounding on 3s.
Both
2 wounds. -2.
One
Okay,
save.
1 goes through. Do you want to re-roll that?
No.
Okay, no, thank you.
Yeah,
5, that's it.
I was more considering that you'd roll a 1.
Yes, again, that would have been crazy.
Oh, it blows!
Okay, this is good.
Tigurius?
Tigurius and Gilliman.
2.
2 on...
And no, it doesn't hit Gilliman. It's only 3 inches.
Is it 3 inches only on the Contemptor? Yes. Very nice. Okay, and then we've got the...
2 wounds, so down 2, 3.
Yeah, 8 shots onto the remaining... what is it called again?
Suppressor. What?
Suppressor.
-1 to hit, remember.
-1 to hit. Okay. So 3 hits.
Yep.
3s to wound. 3 wounds. No minus.
So 3s.
That's it.
Dead.
He's dead.
But
Damage
just
2.
barely.
Just barely.
Just barely.
Just barely. Yeah, my rolling wasn't that good.
No.
Okay, so I think that's all my shooting.
Yes, it is.
They can't shoot. I'll do some shooting here. Might as well. So a crack grenade into them. That is a hit. Is a wound. -1. Sorry, -1. Yeah,
Okay,
-1.
-1. You good, you good.
No.
So, damage, D3.
D3. Is 2.
They've got 2 wounds each or 3 wounds?
3 wounds each.
So down to 1 wound.
Yeah. Okay, so
Alright.
that is the shooting. We'll
Yep.
catch you back for charges. Okay, fight phase. Yeah, Shaggy is feeling the pain already.
I'm loving it, guys.
Okay,
loving
so these guys going in, basically can't
Oh
fail.
my gosh.
That's an 11.
Very nice.
These guys, like I said, needed a 7 +1 for being a Blood Angel.
You
Is
being
a
fancy.
6.
Oh,
And
that's double 1.
double 1, so they
died.
fail.
No, they died. I'm sorry.
They fail. Uh-oh. Okay, so next up we've got these Blade God.
Yep.
Can't basically fail. They're
Yeah,
in.
they could have.
And now, because they failed, basically I'm going to go with the...
Yeah, you were
Secondaries.
considering going into
Yeah.
Gilliman, but you need to kill that guy.
So he's in as well, and obviously, please move him so you can't consolidate.
Well, right here,
with-
right here,
right there.
Yeah.
I'm putting him into base contact, right?
Of course. that's
Okay.
done.
So perfect. So that's everybody into combat. So obviously they failed sadly, and no CP to reroll. So yeah, let's go into combat coming up next. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with a Sanguinary Priest. Shaggy already dancing away to death.
Doesn't matter.
Sanguinary
It's all good,
Priest
guys.
hitting on 2s.
He did. He did.
Okay, fails with 3.
transhuman because well, actually no, I'm going to transhuman them over there.
Okay, no transhuman. So 3 fails already.
Yeah, go for it.
And then wounding on 3s. Yeah, 3s.
Yeah, please.
Or is it 2? Or is it 2s? My strength is. Let me just quickly check what Teeth of Terror is. So my strength is Teeth of Terror +1. So I'm strength 5.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. So I'm wounding on 4s.
Fours,
plus
down to
1 is
3s.
3s. Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
you're good. You're good.
So just 2 go through. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be
-2.
on the involves.
-2.
Yeah, so 4 up involves. Both saved.
Both saved.
Happy days.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to go with the Blade God next.
Shall I do this again? I
Why?
think I should do it again.
Why?
Spend 2 CP and interrupt you.
Ah, okay. I didn't know you had 2 CP.
I had 3 left.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I mean, Pardo loves it when I interrupt him. He loves it. So, this many attacks, and I'll spend the last CP for reroll 1 to hit. Because I've got 1/1, and I missed. Oh, there's another one there. Cool. And then 3 to wound.
Okay. I'll just roll these guys. So 4 ups. And that is the unit wiped out.
Yay!
Okay, so we're going to these Blade God next. So 4 and 3, +1 for charging, +1 for charging. So hitting on 3s and wounding on strength 5. So 3s again.
3s, yeah.
3s again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds.
If he doesn't die to this, I'll be surprised. So 4.
Okay, so 2 wounds. There's just the
4
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
So it's down to 3.
Okay, so you attack again.
I think it's 5 attacks. I think. Shall we check?
I think it's 5 attacks as well.
I think so. But
Because
I
he's
do
Primaris.
have- He is. He's Superman.
Let's quickly check.
Yeah, Chaplain. On a bike. So 5 attacks.
Okay.
Getting on 2s, rolling 1s. That's a good thing. And then wounding on sorry, I didn't even say who I was attacking. I'll attack the Blade God.
Okay.
So 3s.
Yep.
So 4 wounds.
So 2 go through damage.
Damage 2 is
Damage 2.
on the
Okay, so
Crozius.
one's dead.
Yeah.
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain. Go down to double 6.
No. So one's down. One's dead.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, one's dead.
Oh,
Perfect.
sorry. I can reroll that 1 because of the Seal of Oath.
Okay.
The one that failed. Never mind then.
Fails.
That's why I didn't roll it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so here we go. That's the end of my turn. Let's count up some points.
Yeah.
And on to turn 3. Okay, here we go. On to turn 3. Movement over. Characters coming out to play. Tiggy has stayed put because obviously he doesn't want to give me 3 points for that. 1 point already. Command point already spent for fall back and re-engage. So basically, the chaplain can basically can he charge as well?
Fall back and re-engage can charge as well.
Charge as well.
Yeah.
And basically, the apothecary advanced now up onto these guys to give them the much needed feel no pain. Okay, so here we go. Where are you going to start off with? You're going to do your
litanies first.
Litanies first. Which
so the feel no pain.
Okay.
Goes off.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. And then the exaltation of rage on Gilliman.
Okay.
Doesn't go off.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then
and now psychic powers.
Psychic powers. We're going to do Psychic Fortress, so he gets an invul.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do Might of Heroes on Gilliman. That passes.
That's a 6, right?
Yeah.
You don't need a 6.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so not a lot of shooting, so I guess we can do the shooting as well.
We'll do a nice quick shoot.
Is Gilliman going to start that off?
Yeah, Gilliman's going to fire into these 2 guys over here.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. There you go.
Okay.
And wounding on 3s. Just go over here. A lot easier. 3s, no rerolls. So just 2 wounds, minus 2.
Minus 2. Into, sorry, who did you go into?
Into them.
Yeah, because they're damage 2, right?
Yeah.
So 4 ups. No, that's both dead. I think.
6 up on.
Yeah, 6 up. So
Yeah.
first one is 1
6.
alive, and
So 1 is.
oof, just about.
Yeah, so 1
So
alive.
Sergeant is still on 1 wound. I'll keep him, or shall I? The problem is he hasn't got an invulnerable save because he hasn't got a storm shield. So I'll actually put the storm shield just for a bit more resilience.
Very good.
So keep him.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we're going to do the crack grenade into
him.
Sergeant. Yeah.
Yep.
Hits. Wounds.
Wounds. Goes through. Damage D3. There's 1. 6 up.
Yep.
Okay. Passes.
The
Chaplain. 4
Chaplain.
shots into the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same guy. So rerolling 1s. So nothing.
It's hitting on 2s, right?
I'm pretty sure the ballistical is 3.
No, it's changed. It's hitting on 2s as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 of them. 1
No,
wound.
1
Minus 2.
2.
Okay,
Passes.
And then the Volkite from there
Okay.
into him.
Yep.
So 1 hits, 1 wound and a mortal wound.
1 wound and a mortal wound, so that is
A save.
a save because there's no AP, and then 1 mortal wound is passed again.
Very good.
On 6.
That's it. That's all the shooting.
Pistols, right? So 2
most,
pistols.
Most of them I don't think would see.
Yeah, this one's on the terrain, so can see, and that one can see, so
Very
2.
good. So 2 hits, 1 wound.
Pass.
Very good. So charging.
He hasn't got a pistol.
He's got a pistol into him.
Okay.
It's doesn't work.
Okay.
That's why I didn't do it.
Yep.
Okay, charging.
Yeah.
So we're going to charge the Victrix into him.
Okay.
Goes through.
Mm-hmm.
The Chaplain into these 2 guys.
Into both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Gilliman into both of them as well.
Okay.
Very good.
Perfect. So these guys are going to go this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And then you've got the gap.
I knew I didn't want to fire them. They were doing rods.
Okay. So they didn't do anything anyway. So they're back. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, these guys.
Perfect.
Very good.
Okay. So on to combat we go. Okay. On to the fight phase. We're going to start with
Yeah.
Gilliman, right?
Well, we're going to start with the Chaplain first
Chaplain.
into the
Okay.
Blade Guard. Yeah.
Chaplain into the Blade Guard. Here we go.
So 2s rerolling 1s.
Okay. Because of Gilliman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then we're going to do the attack.
Wounds.
Wounds on 3s.
Okay.
Rerolling because of the Seal of Oath.
Yes.
So
So
4 wounds.
4 wounds. Minus 2, right?
Yes.
So 4 ups. Nope. He is dead.
You want to roll?
Yeah, I'll roll some wounds. No, he's dead.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the Blade Guard removed from play. I don't know what that wound is.
That is the chaplain.
Chaplain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's do Gilliman into that Sanguinary Priest.
Yeah, so 2s, rolling 1s, and then 2s again.
2s, yeah. And that's him dead. I've just got, these are for the mortal wounds, a couple more, and a couple more, and he's dead. There are a lot of 6s there, but
a lot of 6s, but a lot of damage.
Okay.
And then finally the Blade God, 2s, rerolling 1s, and then 3s, rerolling 1s. So that would be, I think, 7.
Okay, let me just roll these. These are these guys, right?
Yes, those are them.
Okay. So damage.
Damage 1.
Damage 1. So he's dead anyway.
Okay.
Perfect. And
Very
I think that finishes off your turn 3.
Does it indeed?
Perfect. Okay, so let's count up 2 points again, and on to turn 3 for the Blood Angel. Okay, turn 3 movements now over. Intercessors have moved back onto this objective. Captain staying put, still giving rerolls of 1s to the. Sorry, he can now move off. That's what's the why I moved him in. So he's now rerolling 1s to hits for everything. I have another CP for Wisdom of the Ancients to reroll 1s with the middle dreadnoughts. I've moved up with heavy intercessors for 2 of them to be able to shoot through the ruin now onto Tigurius, and obviously these Blade Guard have moved up into the middle objective there to try and kill a couple of characters. So we're going to go straight on to shooting. We're going to do melters first into the 2 bodyguards here. So hitting on 4s, 3 hits, and wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s. That's 3 wounds. 3 ups.
Yep. So
all passed, and then 2 from the melters. That's 2 hits and 2 wounds. 1 goes through.
1 dead.
Yeah, because it's damage 2 minimum.
Minimum.
Okay, and then 4 shots from these guys.
Yep.
All missed. And then what we're going to do is the first. The Volkite can't see him, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I can't target the characters now.
You'll be able to fire.
Okay, 3 shots from them.
Yep.
I think they'll be in rapid fire. Check if they're in rapid fire. I think it's rapid fire 36. So the minimum would be no, so they will be out.
36.
18, yeah.
Yeah. So 1 of them will be rapid fire.
Okay.
2 will be rapid fire.
2 rapid fire.
So you've got 5 shots.
Rerolling 1s. Still a miss. And then strength 5, so wounding on 3s, 4 wounds. Minus. I'm on the soul doctrine now, so
minus 1s.
Minus 1s, yeah.
So at least it gets on 3 up.
So
So he's down to 1 wound.
Do they have 3 wounds each?
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect. Okay. So that's the end of my shooting.
Nope.
He can't shoot anything. Yeah. So so the same squad still has to fire. So 2 normal shots into Tigurius, 2 hits. 1 wound. Minus 1. Yeah, and then the heavy bolter has moved, so hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Yeah. No, so 1 goes through.
So saves on a 4.
Saves on a 4.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so he's still alive, and that is the end of the shooting. Sadly, the other Contemptor can't shoot Gilliman because of this guy here. So let's go on to charges. I'm just going to charge these guys into both them and him.
Yep.
So 4 and 9, and that's it. No more charges there. So yeah, let's go on to the fight phase. Okay, we're quickly back. I'm going to start off with the sergeant and 1 normal blade guard going into the last remaining bodyguard, hitting on 3s. Move all these and these and these, and wounding on 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 4. So 3 ups.
So he's dead.
So he's dead, and then we're gonna go into the chaplain next. So they've got 3 attacks, 4 charging, and blood angels. Miss, and 3s to wounds now.
Yep. Nice.
So 2, 4, 5 wounds at minus 4, so 4 ups.
So he's dead.
So dead on him. And I won't pile in.
Pile into Gilliman. You know
I won't
you
pile
want.
in into Gilliman. But that finishes off my turn at least.
Yep.
So yeah, let's go on to turn 4 coming up next. Okay, we're back. Movement over for turn 4. Remember that there's also the extra points for killing stuff every turn, which just in case you skip the introduction, obviously we have been scoring in the points that you have seen at the end of turn, but just those of you who missed the introduction, you can get up to 3 points, right? Maximum of 3 points per turn.
Because they changed it from
4, 8, 12
yeah, it's
now,
4, 8,
and the
12.
3 extras is for basically for that mission. Okay, so Apothecary is hiding away on this objective. Blade Guard moving up. Gilliman just slightly moving up. We've got Tiggy still hiding away. And then lastly, to finish off Shaggy's Rod for 12 points, we've got this unit of infiltrators which were on field turn 1, used guerrilla tactics, and now come in on turn 4. Perfect. Okay, so no litanies, but there is psychic power still. What are you going to do?
Psychic Fortress into Gilliman.
Okay.
Psychic Fortress
onto himself.
And then Might of Heroes into Gilliman.
Okay, so both passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
shooting.
Quickly, Gilliman into these guys.
Yep.
All hit. 3's to wound. So 1 wound.
1 wound. 1 goes through. Damage 2. So
1
is down to damage 1.
Then we've got 3 heavy pistols from the Blade Guard.
Yep.
3 hits.
There, just there.
3 wounds. No, 2 wounds, isn't it? Strength 4.
Yeah. 1 goes through, so 1 is dead.
Okay. And then the Volkites. Rerolling the 1. Hits. Wounds.
Passes.
Perfect. And then just charging.
Yeah, straight on to charges, quick turn, So Gilliman can't fail, basically.
Yeah. And then the Blade Guard.
And then the Blade Guard going in. Oh, they do fail, and you do have a CP.
I do.
You want to keep it for next turn?
I'm going to keep it because
for
a reroll for a Zimval or something.
Okay.
I know I'm going to need it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
because Gilliman would be able to deal with those 3 anyway. Should. Yeah, should.
Do you want to attack straight away?
Yeah, you just go ahead.
Yeah, just go ahead. So 2's rerolling 1s.
Okay. It's good that you reroll 1.
Good thing. 1 still fails, and then wounding on 2's. Take that one. So that is
no mortals at
6, 7.
7. Okay, no mortals at least. So I do have my invulnerable saves. So 7 in total, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 ups. 3 go through. What's the damage? Minimum?
3.
Minimum damage 3. Yeah, so bye-bye, Mr. Blade Guards. And that's it.
Yep.
Quick turn.
Quick turn.
Killed the Blade Guards.
Everyone say goodbye to Gilliman. It was nice seeing him.
Yeah, how many wounds have you got?
He's got 9.
9. So statistically, I think he's supposed to die. I think so.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Coming up next. Okay, we are back. Movement now. Like Shaggy knew, everything's moved up now, up the field. Still on 2 objectives. Sadly, I can't be on this one, but I've moved up and basically get line of sight onto Gilliman now. It's all about trying to survive the onslaught of shots coming towards him. So obviously my CP again for Wisdom of the Ancient to reroll 1s to wounds. And yeah, here we go. 2 wounds on Tiggy, right?
He's going to survive, it's fine.
So we're going to start off with him first. So all the bolts of fire going to go into him from the heavy intercessors. 2, 4, 6, 8 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, because my captain is now in range.
Nice. And then 3s.
And 3s, rerolling 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at -1.
Dead.
That's a dead, Mr. Tiggy. Okay, no heavy bolter needed there. We move on to the rest of the shots. So the big shot. So we're going to start with the Eradicator, see if we can do it with them by himself. So I'm going to start with the Melters first.
Yep.
They are not within range of the captain, are they?
I think they are.
Did I still?
Yeah.
This was lucky then.
It was not to plan.
So we roll hit. No, 3 go through.
2.
Damage 2 go through. 3 ups. 1 goes through. Damage is 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so he's down to 6, right?
Indeed.
And then we go with the other 2 shots. We're rolling 1s. There's 1 hits. Is 1 wound. 3 up. Passes. Okay, next up we're going to go with the captain firing his mastercrafted auto rifle. Hits, doesn't wound, rerolling ones. No, just for core. And then we go on to the big boys again. So 2, 6, 8.
Just fire it.
10,
the missiles.
12.
You just want to roll.
14, 16. So we're going to start with the missiles just in case. It's going to be quicker. So 1 hit, 1 wound, -2. And then the other 2 missiles as well. 1 hits, rerolling ones.
2 hits.
1 wound.
Okay. And now you're going to have to fire.
And now I have to fire all these shots. Shaggy last bit before. So this is the first Volkite's going in. Rerolling ones. I want that again. I want that again. Okay, and then strength 6, toughness 6, right?
Yes.
Or is it toughness 7?
Toughness 7 because of the mighty heroes.
Okay, so we're wounding on 5s.
So
rerolling ones, nothing. So 2 mortal wounds in addition to the damage. Whoa. Okay, so damage 4.
No, because it's not a -1, is it? No,
yes, it is. Those 6s, yeah.
So 4 damage in total.
Okay. Do you have feel no pain?
No, I don't.
You felt it, no? Yeah. Here, he's not even there. So he's down to 2?
Down to 2,
Okay, and then rinse and repeat.
Yes.
With all this. I can grab them,
You can grab them?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Rerolling ones. Okay, remove these 2s. One more here. And then looking for 5s and 6s. Okay, so 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead because of the mortal wounds.
See if he gets back up.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
He does.
He does. So he does survive.
With 4 wounds.
With 4 wounds remaining. Okay, I won't charge him because that would be a bit chaotic. But yeah, that finishes off my turn. I still get over moment. And yeah, let's see how that goes coming up next in turn 5. Okay, we're back. Shaggy, I think, is in the lead by 8 points. Yeah, you've probably seen it already, but obviously we're still counting about.
Yeah.
So what's actually happened? He actually started already his movement phase because he thought that it was over, but it still isn't. Now, he did advance up these Blade Guard, trying to get engaged with fronts, but sadly rolled a 1, so can't move anymore.
Nope.
So we're going to go straight onto the game, basically.
A reroll of 1. A CP reroll
Yes.
1. Come on.
So basically you've got a 2 rerolled and now it's a 1. And now we're going to go into the game, which is Gilliman is going to basically try and shoot these guys off the table.
So we're going to try and do that kind of
because if he can...
Well, actually,
do you want to explain what you
so
want to
basically,
explain?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and kill these guys off.
In shooting.
And realistically, I want to
If
try
you do
and
that,
stay there.
you can charge then one of the contemptors.
I'm going to try and charge the contemptor.
Yeah.
If not, I need to charge them.
Yes.
And to be honest, I'd rather stay there and try and get the 2 points.
Okay.
Because that will nudge me over what you can do. So
6 shots.
6 shots. So all hits. And 3 wounds only. -1.
-1. So that is
1 dead.
1.5 dead.
Yeah.
So you haven't killed them, so that is 1.5 dead.
So
I'll keep the multi-melter for the 4 shots.
Yeah, so I charge him.
Yep.
I mean,
charge him, munch him up. Let's not be silly. And then what would happen basically is...
Let's not be silly. This would happen. That goes there because the 8-inch movement, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay? And then everything realistically starts
firing. I squat the end of my turn, so I would be scoring
exactly, that's right.
3. So basically more than you.
And you'd also be scoring Stranglehold, which gets you another 3
Stranglehold,
points.
I'll score the 12 points for primary, and I would probably kill Gilliman with, let's be honest, with all the...
I mean, you could even do this, get him closer.
Yes.
And just the case of you'll be able to get oaths.
Oaths as well.
So... I mean, it's very
there's
close.
different options. It's close, it is close.
You know,
I think it's been my mistakes of like attacking with silly units before. That's helped you in the game. Obviously, you did do oaths really well because you have scored. Retrieve to get your 12 points.
The list is designed that way.
But anyway, let's talk about it all in the end of game conclusion because I think I had a really strong opening shooting turn, which was crazy. And let's see how that goes. Anyway, let's talk about it in a second. So there we have it, the end of the game, a win to the Blood Angels, and I think it's all down to that brutal turn 1 shooting phase.
Let's not talk about
Wow.
that. Can we just start
Those
with turn two?
Volkites come into play. This is why everybody's taking them. They're just
They're
like,
insane.
they're -1 turn 1, but if you start failing those 3-ups, if you start rolling those 1s, 2s, and 3s, they just get decimated. I was rolling loads of mortal wounds in addition to that, and I think it's a difficult matchup for you, in the sense that you have to move up to get into like oaths and get into objectives, and that's a good thing for me, because obviously the closer you get to me, the better it is for me.
I mean, as a Marine army, you have to get close.
Yes.
It is what it is. You can't just... And anyway, the mission, you have to get close.
Yes.
If not, you sacrifice too many points. So
Yeah.
I had to get close. It put me into range of your Volkites.
Yes.
Sadly, you deployed very well, and I got first turn, which was
Yes.
not good.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I actually maybe wanted first turn, just because I knew that I could get some angles onto some of the back with the Volkites, and obviously my Forlorn Fury would have been really aggressive. But yeah, what a big mistake twice. Attacking with
He says mistake. He says mistake. That wasn't a mistake. That was a have a pity roll.
No, it's good that I gave you pity roll.
I know.
Believe me, it was a big mistake, and I think it's like you get excited and you obviously forget. And to tell you the truth, the second time I honestly thought you had 1 CP, but you had 2. But the first time was like, oh my god, like what a big mistake. I had given them re-rolls, I had put them in the assault doctrine, I was like ready to mash up. Like I always do really badly with the Death Company.
I always kill Death Company.
Yeah, and now I'm like, oh, I'm finally gonna do really well with them, and it's like,
let's be honest, if it wasn't for that, I think we could have packed up like an hour ago. Literally.
Yeah, on both the times. Like
Literally.
if I killed those Blade Guards,
which they would have done,
were still alive at the end. Captured that objective, so it would have changed the game drastically, and it was close.
Yeah,
you scored really well at the end.
Yep.
So it was very close,
yeah,
and
it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Gilliman coming back up, obviously creating the problems of us having to count all the points again, because we actually were going to call it. It didn't come up.
Yeah.
But we had to make sure that we were doing it well.
It was a fun game. It was very enjoyable, and it was just that the first turn was very brutal. Those Volkites show how good they are.
Yeah.
Having Storm of Fire on them as well.
Yeah.
So not after turn 1, you still get the -1.
Yeah, I like the list. I still need to tweak it that bit extra. We're waiting for some. We're still waiting for some. I think the Death Company can start playing it a bit differently, more defensive, and go in for the attack later on. But with 2 CP, starting with 2 CP, you think about, do I spend it on Forlorn Fury or not?
Especially in this mission. Because you have to, because you're not going to get it unless you use Forlorn Fury to get you into an objective.
Yeah.
So if GW decide to incorporate that into a lot of missions, that's going to be a bit tricky.
Yeah, it is.
Because it'll be interesting.
It will.
I thought it was very interesting mechanic to the game.
But I've liked how the list has worked. Obviously, we could have sentenced the list, the game much before. But a couple of tweaks. Obviously, the painter Barry is going to paint me up some models to include into make more units out of them. So 3 units of Blade Gun instead of 2, 3 units of 4, and stuff like that, and get a couple of things. So I've enjoyed it anyway, and I think the list has performed well. So
it's provided an entertaining game. I think.
Exactly. So hope you've enjoyed it. If you want more content, there's always SN Plus, which supports it at the same time, and obviously gives you extra content on a weekly basis. So you can press the join button just below, or visit our website smbarreports.com. And with that said, that is it for us for today. We'll catch you back in the next Barry Report coming very soon.